Hello everybody, I'm going to do a super quick video on burnout, which probably sounds like an oxymoron because burnout sounds like a long thing, but people like quick solutions. So I'm going to make this a bare bones video. If you're interested in a long video, I have that elsewhere and I'll show you a link for that. But what I want to talk about right now is just the ways to get back on your side if you're suffering from burnout. Okay. So what is burnout? Burnout for me is when you've tried and tried and tried something. You've tried harder and harder, more and more on some issue until your body takes over. Your body says enough is enough. I need rest. And you are kind of forced by a power which you don't know where it comes from to deflate, to depress. Now, the thing is, normally, the normal solution when someone has a mental conundrum, when they're stuck in a certain way of thinking, when they're trapped inside an issue which is getting them down, the solution is to do something different. It's to go out, try something different, and to see the results, observe, get that feedback, and realize that you're more capable than you thought you were. The problem with burnout is that you're asking someone to do that at a time when they've got literally no willpower left, okay, when you are exhausted. When you need to do something different, it's scary, it's unpredictable, you're outside your comfort zone. It takes courage, and you don't have any of that when you're in a state of burnout. So here's my ultimate solution for burnout. This is probably 60–70% of the entire solution. It's forget about mental health. Get your organism well. So you must sleep well, you must eat well, you must exercise your body, you must allow your body to be fit. Imagine that you were looking after your pet in the way that you are suffering, you know, or what you were advising your best friend to do if they were suffering from burnout. That's the basic groundwork. Beyond that, then you'll start to build up some strength again. But until your physiology is good, you just simply haven't got the strength to start going elsewhere. So sleep, food, exercise. Once you've got those three done, next one is socialization. You must meet other people, even if it's only one other person, because that's giving you a sort of a mirror on the world. It's giving you different information on how to appraise yourself. It boosts your self-esteem. You can't help but be impacted by other people's perspective. So that can be incredibly beneficial. Only then can you start to tackle the mental health issues. Okay. If you're having trouble sleeping, it's quite possible that your doctor is wanting to prescribe you sleeping pills or antidepressants, something like that. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I cannot give you a mental health evaluation of the efficacy of antidepressants or sleeping pills. But what I would do is I would suggest that you have a look at a book, come to your own conclusions, book written by a guy called Irving Kirsch, who's a highly respected academic in North America. He wrote a book called The Emperor's New Drugs. It tracks the inexorable increase in supply of antidepressants at the same time as the inexorable increase in depression. And one of the main conclusions that he comes to in the book is that antidepressants, when they work through a placebo effect. So if you believe they're going to work, they work, okay? But obviously they come with costs. They come with side effects. And interestingly, the same guy, Irving Kirsch, talks about hypnosis, which obviously is my thing, as the ultimate mega placebo. So that's kind of fascinating, right? So you can have the same impact, but without the side effects. So at the very least, I would suggest that you can consider the idea of hypnosis, because it's fantastic for helping you to sleep. It's absolutely fantastic. What you're looking for when you need to sleep is an ability to turn on a switch somehow so that you compartmentalize the times of the day when you're going to problem solve and the times of the night when you just want to sleep. So you stop ruminating, you choose to go to sleep, and you go to sleep. Okay? So that's my little plug for hypnosis. What you're looking to do is ultimately, although it sounds a little absurd, to de-hypnotize yourself. Okay? If burnout has become an identity, if you are just all over exhausted, if there are problems which seem to be overwhelming, that are very, very close, then you need a mechanism by which you can start to separate from that. Look at your problems as something that you can objectify rather than that feels like all of you. When you can start to do that, here's the critical thing. Then you can start to accept ambiguity in your life. When we're scared, when we're in fight, flight, freeze, when we're exhausted, we need certainty, yeah? But life isn't certain. Life is unpredictable. And so by allowing yourself the mechanisms to disidentify from everything about burnout and turn it into objectifying certain aspects of yourself, then you can start to see how to accept ambiguity in your life. When you can accept ambiguity in your life, you get a little bit of courage back. Then you can start to do things differently. Then you can see the feedback of doing something differently. Then the compounding effect of doing things differently ends up giving you an experience which is different, and you pull yourself out of burnout. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Let me show you, I'll find a way of linking in this video my longer video. If it's of interest, go check that one out. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, look after yourself.